Right, so today I'm changing the fan belt. If anyone's actually watches this channel, you're probably asking why I'm doing it, because I've already done it once and I made a video about it. Well, there's a couple of reasons why I'm changing it again. One of them being the fan belt that was supplied was actually too short. It was usable, but it wasn't the right belt. So I managed to find the correct numbers off the original belt, which I kept, which is this one here. And I ordered the Continental variant, primarily because it was cheaper. I couldn't bother to go to the main dealer, so I thought I'll order a Continental variant, fit that, so then I've got the correct length belt. Fitted it, and it slips. Now, this lorry has always had issues with slipping fan belt for years, pretty much ever since I've owned it. It's always had, it's always been a bit temperamental, the fan belt. You start it up and you have to let it idle for 10-15 seconds, and then you'll notice the revs pick up to the correct place where the belt catches properly. And then, like I say, it's been like that for years, but in my mind, I don't know if it's just my mind, if it actually is happening, but in my mind it's gradually gotten worse. Now, I put that down to the belt being old. It came with the vehicle. I've had the vehicle, must be pushing 10 years now I've had this. So I thought, right, I best change it. So I've changed it for a short belt, changed it for the correct long belt, and it literally just slips all the time. The only way to get it not slipping is to do it up tight, but the issue is it's too tight. These belts aren't meant to be tight, they're meant to be quite slack. My little NG down the end there, it's identical engine, identical fan belt, identical alternator. That's never slipped a day in its life, and it runs really slack compared to this one. So what I've done is I actually went to the main dealer with the correct numbers. I've got the correct belt, so Opti belt. So I'm going to change it again, put it back to where it should be, and hopefully it might settle down for a while. I don't understand why it should be slipping in the first place. There's no real, unless there's an issue there somewhere, there's no real draw on the alternator that I can find. I mean, you've got the EPS gearbox and got ABS on it and their suspension, but I can't imagine they draw a huge amount of current. I could be wrong. I'm also concerned because I've been running the belt quite tight, and you can hear the alternator's not happy with it. It's when it's ticking over, you can hear it's not happy with it. And I even went as far as changing the alternator. This is the alternator that was on it. I even went as far as replacing this to see if the issue was the alternator, but it's not. That alternator is good, so I'll keep that for a while. So yeah, so I'm gonna lay underneath. I've already got my tools out, got my belt. I'm going to lay underneath and going to change the belt again. I'm not going to bother tilting the cab this time. I'm just going to lay underneath and change it. You can do it that way, and it's actually probably quicker and easier than tilting the cab up. The main reason I tilted the cab up last time, so I just wanted to have a quick check over the engine, make sure it was all as it should be. So I'm going to get underneath, do that, and hopefully it'll be alright, because I should be taking this out in about a week or so. I'm also making a point of doing this with the tools I normally carry with me, just to make sure that if ever I get trouble up the road, I can actually get myself out of it should I need to. I also get quite concerned about the water pumps on these. I only ever heard of it once, but a friend of mine It's got an 1838, his pump seized up. And he wonders if perhaps at some point in its past it's been running with the belt over tightened for a period of time and caused the bearings to run hot and then seize and collapse. Which makes you a bit paranoid when you hear that. It was only recently that happened as well, a few months ago. Well, I'll say a few months ago, maybe a year ago now. Right, that's off. That's off. And that's off. Right, now what I should be able to do is start feeding it through the fan. And then eventually that will drop out. Bloody lovely compared to modern stuff, I'll tell you that now. Just don't understand why it slips so much. Here we are. Right. Almost there. Come on. There you go. That's one out. So it takes a few minutes to do one of these. In reality, just a few minutes, but I'll show you what I mean by the difference between these two belts. Let me change this focus so you can actually see what I mean. So that belt is the OE spec belt. I don't know if that's going to change focus or not. Will it change focus? Wake up. Oh, there you go. Right. So that's the... Oh, goodness sake. Right, there you go. That'll work like that. So that's the OE belt. And this, if I can get it side by side, is the Continental belt. So the only noticeable difference I can see is the way the inside's done. So I wonder if the one on the right offers more grip. And then it still wouldn't explain why it slips in the first place. But we'll chuck it on, get it tensioned to about the right place, and then start it and hold our breaths and see what happens. At best also, whilst I'm there, double check the pulleys, make sure I'm not damaged or anything when it's too tight. Start putting it through the fan. When I did order this belt, I'll explain the situation because it's usually the same parts chap I use at Sparshats. Actually, it's not Sparshats anymore. Formerly Sparshats. Saga Group, I think they're called now. But it's always been the same bloke I tried to deal with. He's a good bloke, very good bloke. But he did say to me that he has had it in the past where customers have requested belts saying it's exactly the same as me, that they've used an aftermarket belt and it slips. So that'll be on more than modern Actrosses and stuff like that. So perhaps there's something there. Perhaps. Forgive me arm, just trying to hook this over the water pump. Right, they're on the water pump. They are on zit, and now we're on the bottom. Right, good, we're in the right place. Tension it up, pull my trousers up, tension it up, and then see what happens. Right, so we're watching that rev counter. That'll soon give us an idea. that's slipping. That's slipping really bad. I don't understand why it does that. Still not right. But I don't understand why it's doing that. I really don't. I don't understand that. Oh, can't turn it off yet. I've got no air. So what I am going to do whilst we're here is fuse A3 first one, F1, which is that's supposed to be the driver's seat. I don't know why there's a 10 amp fuse in that. I'm going to take this out only because the driver's seat doesn't work. It did do, but then it sprung, cut a bad air leak, so I literally just cut the pipe and blanked it off. It was literally on top of going for MOT. I didn't have time to fix it, and I just haven't bothered since. But something I have noticed, I don't recall it doing it before, but on my last run out, you could hear it clunking and clicking around, and I'll just wonder if maybe there's something going on there. So we'll take out driver's seat. And we'll see if that makes any difference. I don't suppose I'll be that lucky, but you never know. Yeah, that's not the driver's seat. I don't know what that is. I'm not too sure what that's for. Heater, driver's seat. Right. I'm trying to find anything to do with the driver's seat. Right, well, I think, well, I don't know, let me turn this off. Right, turn this off. There you go. Right, so I've still not found a reason why it's doing what it's doing. I've got it so it's about where it was now, so it starts, it seems to be just slipping a tiny little bit, but it's largely settled now. The belt's not over tightened. I don't want to go any tighter. It's not as tight as it was with the Continental belt. I've been going for the fuses. Now, if someone who knows these better than I do might be able to give me a steer, I've not been able to find the fuse for this seat. I just have not been able to find the fuse for this seat at all. So in the end, I've went in underneath and I physically found the plug and I physically unplugged it. Because like I say, when I last took it up the road, that seat kept clunking around. You could hear the solenoids clunking and clicking and clunking. I don't understand why it would be doing that. So I've disconnected it now. That's all disconnected. I need to do some proper voltage. Well, I say voltage. I need to try and work out what current's being drawn. I don't understand why it's doing it. I just don't. Like I say, it's identical engine, identical alternator to that little NG over the very back, but like I say, it's just, in my mind, it just isn't right. It's better than it was, definitely better than it was, so I can start it. Once it's settled, I can put all the lights on now, I can put the blowers on, I can try to simulate somewhere near a maximum load for it now, and it doesn't start squealing, because before you put the headlights on with the Continental belt and it squeals like a pig. It's like, oh my goodness. So we're in a better place. We're definitely in a better place, but I'm still not happy with it. It's just, it's not right. Just to me, it's not right. Anyway, I'm good. Put this inside, so I've got a good alternator. Something I even tried doing, this is a slightly bigger pulley than the actual one that came with the vehicle, so I thought I'd put a bigger pulley on it, perhaps spinning slightly slower might make life easier for it, but it didn't really make a noticeable difference, I'd say. Not to me anyway. So I think that's going to be about it. It's a proper boring video, I'm afraid. Literally all I'm about to do now is check my tyre pressures. Well, I've not done that for a year. That's a yearly event for me. Just about to check the tyre pressures, and then that's probably about it. It's starting to get on in the evening now. It's 5 o'clock. I want to get home at a reasonable time. Anyway, hope, like I say, if anyone's watching this who knows these vehicles better than I do, and you've got any ideas, then please, by all means, leave a couple of comments. I could really do with a steer on this, to be honest with you. It's the only thing. I love this vehicle. I think it's a fantastic motor for what it is. But it's the only thing that's spoiling it for me is this bloody fan belt. Like I say, the NG's never done it. It's just never done it at all. Even when the engine was in the old tipper, the old 1979 tipper, that when I first started that up, after being sat for years, that never slipped. But this one, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. There's something different with this, and it's causing it to slip. Unless you've got it absolutely bang on the money in terms of tension, it just seems to slip. I don't know if it was an SK thing or if there is something deeper. I've been prodding, poking the wiring around underneath to see if anything's rubbed through, but no fuses have blown. I can't smell any burning. Couldn't hear any arcing underneath. I was poking everything around with everything live. So yeah. Anyway, next time you see this, hopefully it'll be on the road, not on hard shoulder. Anyway, cheers for watching. I hope it was tolerable. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you when I next see you.